Hey everybody, it is our lunch date time. So I wanted to take a moment and tell you some thoughts that were on my mind. Getting ready to walk out the door in a minute with the kids, have an appointment and run into Toys R Us. We have some errands to do and got soaking wet hair after showering, but at least I don't stink, right? But I wanted to talk to you about looking for the good. And what I mean by that is looking for the good in every situation. But before I get started, do not forget, make sure you share this video because I am sure there is one person on your Facebook that can get helped by this video. And this is part of something that I read out of my Happy on Purpose book. Hey, Gail. And this book, it's awesome. I absolutely love this book. And it's really been helping me with my mindset and what to focus on. A lot of times we tend to focus on the negative. Let me give you an example. Okay, so the dishes need to be done, right? And the kids have walked by it. Maybe the husband's walked by the sink a few times and nobody took initiative to do the dishes, right? But they took initiative to, I mean, this hasn't happened, but here, I'll make one up. Okay, so Alex walks by the sink and he didn't do the dishes, but he walked by the sink to go to the laundry room to get the clothes out of the dryer to fold them. But a lot of times our mindset would go to the fact that he didn't do the dishes instead of the fact that he did the laundry. It's just very, I don't know how our minds got programmed that way, but it's very, very common for us to only focus on the negative aspect of a certain situation. So in this book, it was talking a lot about focusing on the positive aspect of situations, focusing on the good in the situations. So it was a journal that I had started a while back that I'm bringing back to life, and it's the positive journal. But for this particular journal, it's going to be a little bit, before I did it on relationships where I just wrote the positives that Alex did each day, or the things that the good things that he did for that day, because then it helps you see your significant other in a great light, in that positive light. But I want to push that forward a little bit more to my life. So I'm going to do a positive life journal where I'm going to write down 3 good things that happen each day in this journal. Hey, Anna, to help me continuously focus on the good. Because if I know at the end of each day I have to write down 3 good things, then I know each day I'm going to be looking for those 3 good things. Does that make sense? So I wanted to share that with you guys. That, you know, after reading that in my book today, it made me think about my positive journal that I used to do. And this is something I started incorporating with the kids a few months back, that each day we talk about, at the end of each day, we talk about their 3 successes for that day, because I'm trying to get them to focus on the 3 good things in that day that they did well, so they can start to see themselves in a positive light. And they can start to look for the positives in themselves. So I decided to bring it back. Hey, Whit, I decided to bring back the positive journal to focus on those things. So I just wanted to share with you something that I was doing that was going to help me look for the good in every situation. I mean, I know sometimes the situation is very traumatic that we might be going through. And because it's traumatic, we're only seeing the trauma. But a lot of times we have to go through that trauma to get the good. Just like they always say, you have to kiss a lot of frogs to get to your prince. So you have to go through all that bad to get to the good, which I definitely did. So not that I kissed a lot of frogs, just that I had to go through a lot of bad to get to Alex. So that saying is so true. There's tons of bad that's going to happen before we can get to that good destination that God already has set for us. You know, our paths are already planned out for us. It's just sometimes it takes some of us longer to figure out what that path is than it takes others. So focusing on the good is a very great way to get yourself through those traumatic times and the times where you feel like you're not going to be able to make it through. The times you feel like, you know, there is no good. Hey, Brittany. So I just wanted to talk to you guys about that because it's very, very important. No matter what you're doing in life, you have to stay focused on the good. You have to look for the good. So if there's a bad situation, try to find the good in that situation. Like, why is this possibly happening? What good can come of this traumatic experience happening? What good can come from the stress that I'm living right now out of this situation? And if you ask yourself those questions, it's going to be easier for you to get yourself through that traumatic experience or through that stressful time. Hey, Nat. Because of the fact that you're trying to focus on what's going to be positive, what's going to be happy. And you're going to realize that a lot of bad happens for the positive. I know it's said a lot too, that a lot of times when the bad's happening, it's just a devil coming in, trying to see if you really, really, really want that good that you're going for, or if you're going to give up on it. Because the people that really, really want it, they're not going to give up on trying to get it. So that was just something I wanted to share. So maybe the positive journal will help some of you guys. If you guys want to do like a group with it, and we can kind of just post in there, the 3 good things that happened each day. And instead of doing an actual write down journal, maybe we can write it in the group. That would be something fun. So if any of you that are on here, might want to do that, you can come in. If any of you on here might want to do that, let me know, because I'll totally start something like that. I think that would be a lot of fun.
Say hi to people.
Not that early. So Natalie's on here. Whitney's on here.
Hi, Whitney.
Amy's mom's on here. Gail.
Hi, Gail.
Ryan likes to come when I go live. He likes to come on here with me, and he likes to say hi to each person that's on. That's his thing that he's been doing with me this past week since he's been home. They're all giving you thumbs up. Those are all for you, not for me, just so you know. So I just wanted to share that with you, that I really think that, looking for the good in situations, I was telling them about what we do at the end of each night. What do I ask you guys?
3 successes.
Mm-hmm. I asked them to give me their 3 successes, because I feel that shows them to focus on the 3 good things out of each day. Oh, Nana just got on.
Hi, Nana.
My comb's in here. It's right here. So I feel that by knowing that you have to tell somebody at the end of the day 3 good things that have happened that day, or 3 good things someone might have done for you that day, whatever you feel that needs to be, or maybe your 3 successes, because maybe you don't feel good about yourself. Maybe you don't feel that you are a success, or that you do well at what you do. So hey, Jamie. So maybe that'll help you guys. I mean, it helps me a lot. Don't get me wrong. When something bad happens, my first thought sometimes is to go to the negative, but then I get myself out of that, because exactly, go to the positive, as Ryan said. A lot of times when they come to me with something that's bothering is your hair not working with you today? A lot of times when they come to me about something that they're upset about, or something that has frustrated them, or something that somebody did, I let them vent, and then I'm like, okay, what could be the good of this? Like, maybe it's not a person that's meant to be in your life, so this is the way that they're no longer going to be in your life anymore. Or maybe...
Words.
What'd you say?
Words.
So a lot of times, focusing on the good and trying to find the good and looking for that good, it makes you feel so much better about the situation. Ryan's looking at everybody's comments. So, hey Zena, what's up, girl? So I just wanted to share that with you guys. I'm going to get going because we have to get out of here. Oh yeah, it's 1 o'clock. But I have to make my shake before we go. I was supposed to have a salad for lunch, but I don't know if I'm going to have time to eat that before we leave. So maybe I'll have that as my afternoon snack, and I'll flip-flop them. But I just wanted to share with you guys some thoughts that were going through my mind after doing my reading today. I'm going to definitely sit down and do some more reading. So I might post something if there's something that I feel has really good significance that you guys can get some help with, or something that might help one person. Yeah, see, Jamie, she has a gratitude journal. That's what I'm talking about. That's what the topic was about in my book. It's been talking about gratitude the past couple days. And it's just a journal to write down all the things that you're grateful for, which basically are all the things that are good in your life. So if anybody wants to do like a fun accountability group where we can just kind of chat about this good stuff every day, because, our news feeds is negative sometimes. And the world is negative and the news is negative. So sometimes it's nice to have one positive place. So if you guys want to do that, let me know. I think that'd be a lot of fun. But I'm going to get going. I have some stuff to go do with the kids, and I will see you guys later. Have a good day.